Hi, and welcome to our Founder Trader interview series. Our guest today is Chandana from beautiful Sri Lanka, who has made $144,000 in 1 year. He rightfully earned his spot at trueforexfunds, and today he will finally reveal his secret strategy that has made him successful. If you are interested in another success story like this, click here. Chandana, I'm really excited about this interview. I was talking the whole firm about having you on the interview today, and we are so excited to know you a little bit better. You've been trading with trueforexfunds for over a year. I believe you also from nearby to the capital of Sri Lanka, Kelaniya, if I'm correct. So that's on the west side of Sri Lanka, and you have been trading since June 2022 or July 2022, if I'm correct. And in this whole year of trading period, you have experienced some major breaks in profitability trading with us, some major drawdowns as well. I could see you had some drawdowns, losing few accounts, but after all, your whole year course is pretty profitable. This could be a really exciting interview about your special secret trading tool that I know you are willing to talk a little bit about, but don't go ahead that far. Can you introduce yourself about who you are and how did you get into trading?
Excellent. By the way, you have done some good background inspection on me. I appreciate really that. Hi everyone, I'm Chandana. I live in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a tropical country in South Asia. I've been a consistent trader for past 2 to 3 years, but my trading experience spans a period of about 20 years. I started in 2003. By the way, I'm 52 years old.
Or young.
I was an engineer in the telecommunications and computer networking. Anyway, from the beginning, I didn't enjoy doing a regular job, mainly because of the lifestyle comes with it. Getting up early in the morning, dress up, and getting stuck in the traffic jam, and go to the office and do I would say kind of non-productive work, going to meetings, convincing others, doing routine work, and I find it a little inefficient and unproductive. And I was looking for some ways of getting myself financially independent. And while being financially independent, I was seeking some free time to do things I couldn't do when I was studying. When you trade, you don't know whether this setup would give you profits or not. But over a period of 100 trades, then only you will realize how the method would work. So that clicked something in my head. That was kind of aha moment explained in the book of Trading in the Zone by Mr. Mark Douglas. That was a big turning point. Then only I realized, okay, how the stock market works. You can't expect things to happen always in your favor every time, but over a large number of events, the probabilities would work for you. I came to a situation where I was making consistent gains from 2021. Then I was trading taking small trades in the real market. Then I got to know about, I think through some friends, there was some new type of brokers call themselves prop firms. There were very few at that time. I couldn't believe that time when he said that they were sharing some of the risk with us. So they give us capital to trade. So I was also my bottleneck was really the capital that time to trade. So in forex market, you have to the minimum I believe you have to invest is $1,000 $2,000 at least you have to have to do something for forex market. So this concept of prop firms was a great idea for me. So I straight away jumped in, and in 2022 I started with prop firms, and of course True Forex Funds was one of my first selected prop firms, and I still stay with them.
Nowadays, it's really easy to just go online, choose a prop firm, and start trading with huge capital. But I believe back in 10 years ago, you had to struggle and create the capital to trade with, and you didn't have that much information. And I'm really looking forward to hearing about your secret sauce, your trading techniques. But before we go there, can you tell me about how is trading psychology important in your every single trading day?
Imagine this. Take that example of tossing a coin. So when you toss a coin, the chance of getting ahead is 50%. When you toss two coins at the same time, what is the chance of you getting two heads at the same time? It's 25%. So when you increase number of coins, it drastically reduce. The chance of you hitting everything right drastically reduce. So my number one rule is when you trade, make your decision, number of decisions you have to make at a minimum. Say, if you have to decide which pair to trade, if you have to decide which time frame to trade, if you have to decide which size, which pip size you have to target, if you have to decide which lot size you have to trade, if you have to decide which direction, up or down, you have to trade, if you have to decide which setup you have to pick this time. So how many decisions? Say 5 decisions. The chance of one decision going wrong is very high. The chance of all decisions you making right is very low. So rule of thumb is when you trade, make the least amount of decisions. Then comes when you trade, your setup will not give you profit all the time. So when you are in a streak of losses, you will doubt your setup. You will feel whether this is the right setup for me. Can there be a better one out there? Should I change my setup? In my case, I have tried all the setups in the world, and all the setups came to my mind during that period between 2010 and 17. And I know that no setup works all the time. So there's no requirement for me to change my strategy, whether it, regardless of whether give me a profit this time or whether give me a profit uh, next time, or whether it is not giving me profit. I don't care. When I trade, I would think of not only this trade but the next 100 trades. So I would suggest, if there's a newcomer, okay, learn whatever you can at the in the beginning of years. Say you take about 2 3 years, learn the markets, learn how the market behave, learn learn all the techniques in the books, learn all the techniques comes to your mind, try out everything, take a couple of years and do it. Then choose your own method and do a lot of back testing, do demo trading, try it out, familiar yourself with it. Then come up with a plan where when you trade, you have to make only one or two decisions. In my case, the currency pairs to trade are fixed. I'm not going to change them. The direction, whether it's buy or sell, I have fixed. The lot size also, I have fixed amount. I don't have to decide the pip size. also I don't have to change. So only decision I am making is whether I am going to click that button or not. Only one decision. So in that way, the chance of me being successful will be at least 50%.
Mhm.
So there you don't have to worry about multiple decisions and you will be making less errors. So that's another advice I would like to give. And then finally, the last one is don't worry about the outcome of the immediate trade. Think that you are going to do the same thing for next 100 setups. So think about the set of 100 trades and think about that what could be the outcome of those 100 trades. So don't worry about a single outcome of a single trade, but always think about the next 100 trades.
If you have any questions or feedback you want to leave in the comment section below, go ahead and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. I suggest don't waste any more time. Let's look into the charts and your secret strategy. How do you find daily setups every day? By the way, Chandana, before we go any further, I just want to highlight that you had 16 payouts from True Forex funds in the past years. I don't know if you counted or not, but that's remarkable. You're having a payout every single month. And you trading mostly with GBP USD, Euro USD, I believe, and cashed out almost 144,000 profits altogether. Of course, the sum of them, 80% of them goes to the trader, but that's a remarkable amount, averaging more than 10, 11,000 for every single month. And I believe a lot of young traders or new people who are getting into trading are fascinated about the numbers they are seeing online. But we both of us know that to getting to those numbers, it takes a dedication, discipline, a good strategy before even showing up results on our terminal window. So without further ado, I'm really looking forward how you can generate consistent profits with a prop firm and what's your secret sauce and how do you trade on a day-to-day basis.
Thanks. By the way, Joseph, I was not really counting the numbers. So first time, now only I heard that I had exceeded 100K in payouts. I actually focus on trading in right, and my advice is if you do it right, the money will follow you definitely. So in the initial years of my trading, I was focused on how much I earn, what is the compound rate I was making, how much I was losing. I was too much focused on my earnings than trading in the initial years. So now I really focus on my trading and I don't worry too much about how much I gain. If you are doing a business, if you are making profits, uh, put half of the money you earn into the business itself. Then save 1/4 for your future needs, and you can spend 1/4 of that profit. So whenever I earn profit, I keep aside some money for the growth of the business. So that's what I did from the beginning. I started with the 10K account, then save some money. Okay, of course, I withdraw some of the money. Then I spend the profit in the next level of account, 20,000 K. Then came to 100K. Now I create, I think, 200K. Unfortunately, you have a limit of 400K capital. Otherwise, I would have spent more. um,
But you can always have our max capital and the results will be doubled.
Definitely.
So by the way, here we can see some of the spreads shown. That's really good. I'm just mentioning
okay.
every viewer that the spread, if they are seeing a whole number means 0.2, 0.5 spreads. So actually, they are row spreads from tier 1 liquidity providers. But please, Chandana, go ahead and introduce your
Yeah, this is my, I would say, dashboard. So there are 6 pairs here, all USD pairs. AUD, Euro, GBP. This is a Euro GBP, of course. Then CAD and franc. These are the okay. I trade two sets of pairs. So these 6 pairs, and on I have another dashboard. These are the yen pairs of the same currencies. So I trade only 12 currency pairs. So I don't have to find new currency pairs. I just stick to this. So this one of my decision making. So I don't have to decide each day which pairs I'm going to use. Then I have my own customized indicators. Here in this chart, for example, as you mentioned, it shows the spread. Of course, you can go to this market watch and check the spread, but okay, this another insight. Human brain has evolved over a period of probably more than 1 million years, and brain has evolved to process images efficiently compared to numbers. So if you see a number and to absorb that, it takes some time. It takes a big effort by the brain. But if you see a color or if a pattern is there, our Homo sapien brain can process it quickly. So that's why I have these indicators here. Uh, indicator to show the spread. So I have programmed it such a way that if the spread is less than 5 ticks, that means 0.5 pips, it will indicate green, and if it goes above that, it will indicate as red. So when it goes, for example, Euro GBP, when it exceed 5, it will go red. So why I have this is now my target pips, my target range is about 25 pips. So say if it is 20 pips and if the spread is 1 pip, the overhead would be like 5%. 5% is a considerable amount compared to the profit. So that I usually select pairs with low spreads here. And I should highlight here this True Forex Fund is one of the few prop firms offer this type of low pips. I have seen certain firms the spread, low spread. The spread goes to like 15, 20, like 2 pips of spread. So if I were to seek 20 pip profit, and if the spread is 2 pips, the overhead would be like 10%. So that's significant. That's something I'm concerned because I'm a day trader, and the daily range market move is as I have as I have observed is like 50 pips, and I usually target to gain about half of that range. That's 20 to 25 pips. So when it comes to 20 to 25 pips, the spread matters a lot. So I'll be thankful to True Forex Fund for offering this type of low pips. Now, then I have another indicator here. I will take say AUD USD. You can see these horizontal lines here, blue, purple horizontal lines. Now, that is there for a reason. The difference or the gap between any of these lines is 50 pips. So there again, why I have this is because of our brain. Our processing power of the brain to process images rather than numbers. So by just looking at this chart, I would know that yesterday the AUD USD pair has moved in between 50 pips because the difference between these two lines is 50 pips. When it comes to, for example, here Euro USD also, you can observe that daily market range has been like 50 pips. So by just looking at this I would say my dashboard, I would know which pairs offer the least amount of spread and which pairs have moved, and there itself I can recognize which pair would offer the best setup with highest probability. So this is my first step. Then of course I look at the main event schedule for the day. You can go to whatever the news source and check that. So I get that into my mind. Okay, at this time there would be an news event, so I had to be aware of that. The difference is between these two lines is 50 pips, and it represents whole numbers. For example, here level line is 0.006. It's a whole number. Then next one is like kind of whole number, 50 pips above, then again 100 pips above. So okay, these lines serve two purposes. One is to give an idea the range of movement of a pair. The other one is these lines indicate, give some psychological barrier in the market. For example, if the price comes to a whole number, the price tends to bounce back and forth around that number. So it definitely gives a psychological barrier as a support or a resistance. I am mostly a day trader, but sometimes I scalp as well. Here, just at this glance, I mean, just by looking at it, I would say this will go down. But let me explain. I do not use indicators as just conventional indicators such as RSI or Bollinger Bands or moving average or in that sort of nothing. But I do use support levels, resistance levels, and price channels. And I do sometimes use Elliott wave patterns as well. Here, what I would do is I would just think of kind of converging triangle here in the hourly chart, and kind of there's kind of resistance here as well. Now people call these resistance zones, but I'm coming from the different generation, so I still call them resistance lines. So here I would expect the price to move down a little and then bounce again up and have a breakout somewhere here. And when it comes to the minute chart, I would watch here as a resistance level, and I would mark this as a support trend line. So whenever this price breaks down the support line, I would enter a sell trade, and I would put my stop loss somewhere above this resistance level. So this would be kind of my scalping. So this is breaking down. So as soon as this breaks down this line, I would enter a short order like this, and I would put my stop loss somewhere here, and I would put my profit target somewhere here, because as I see there's a kind of support level around this area. So this would be one of my setups, but if there's a my strongest setup is if there's a price channel and if the price channel indicates some Elliott wave pattern and probably with some reversal pattern, that kind of setup would be my ideal trade setup.
Or you can show me your secret setup by showing one of the trade you have taken on a True Forex Funds account previously. Or just some trade you remember, and then on these charts to show them, it's also fine.
Actually, Joseph, my secret method is so obvious that there's nothing to show. I will take one chart and show you.
I appreciate it.
So this is so simple that nobody would believe that such a secret method exists. So this is a Euro USD chart. Okay, first of all, I explain what the secret method is. As I have observed during the London session, the euro and in general European currencies like euro and pound and franc tend to lose value a little. I don't know why it happens, but I guess probably during that session, a lot of euro and pounds come into the market and dilute the strength of the currency. And US dollar and probably Canadian dollar increase value during that London session. Then when it comes to New York session time, the reverse is going to happen. The euro and pound will increase the strength, and USD and CAD will dilute the strength. So because of that, somewhere in between the beginning of the New York session and the end of London session, this effect, the conflicting effects will form either a bottom or a peak in the charts. Now, this will get, okay, this might change if there's a big significant news event happening during that time. So when there's a news event, this pattern will get disturbed, but generally 80% of the time you will see that for example euro USD pair will come to a bottom during around the beginning time of the New York session almost always. So if you are placing a sell order, the ideal time to place sell order in, for example, euro USD is at the just after the beginning time of starting time of London session. And if you are buying, the ideal time to buy is around the starting time of New York session. So I will take a chart and show you this. So this is euro USD, and this is my the vertical line indicates the time period 1 day. So if you take yesterday for example, so usually if there's no event happening, so if I take this time, I think 6th June, so this is the beginning starting time of say New York session. So here you can see before the New York session it has kept on coming down. Here it has started going up. The previous day, say almost the same time, it's been coming down and it has reversed here. But here we don't see anything because probably because there has been a big news event. Oh, that was the NFP time, right? Okay.
Yeah, it was last
Previous
Friday.
day, yeah. So it has the pattern got disrupted. But previous day, you can see that in the beginning it has come down, it's reversed and gone up. The day before, same thing. The day before that, same thing. The day before that, same thing. Same thing. Here also it has formed a bottom, but there has been, I guess, some event this day. So here also the same. Here also you can see some two bottoms formations have taken place. Here also you can see the reversal. Here I guess there has been some event, or else you can see some kind of reversal here. But there has been some euro related event happen this day. This day you can see a bottom formation. Here also you can see at the end it's slight small movement. Probably there has been some event here also. There has been some event here on Friday, but Thursday the formation, the taking place of the bottom is here. So if you just observe this only, you can make consistent profit in the market. Let me quickly show GBP also. So this half of my profits were made just by using this. Here also you can see the bottom formation. Here same thing. Here same thing. This some big event, NFP event. Here bottom formation. Here reversal. Here it's the same, more of the same pattern. If you talk to a scalper, he would probably say if he was just buying scalper where he just put buy orders only, he would say if he was trading Euro USD, his best profit time duration is at the beginning of the New York session. So this is the reason. So almost always at the beginning of the New York session, Euro USD and GBP USD tend to go up. So that's my secret.
So thanks, Chandana, once again for sharing your thoughtful explanations about how you analyze on a day-to-day basis and how you make profits. Can you tell us a few advices, or anyone who's watching us and want to become a consistent trader, on what to follow to become consistently making profits with a prop firm or a broker account and trading the markets profitably?
Okay. First of all, you should like trading. If you want to become a trader, just don't come into trading just because you want to earn money. Uh, it definitely it will not happen. But if you like the trading, how it works, if you want to challenge yourself, and if you have that mindset, try out different ways. Try out different ways of trading: scalping, day trading, swing trading, trend trading. Just give them a try. Then try different ways of analyzing the market fundamentally and technically. Then learn something about the trading psychology. Read some good books. Find some techniques, the trade setups work for you, and backtest it thoroughly. Take about 10 years past historical data, and take about 10, 15 currency pairs, and thoroughly backtest it, make sure that it works. Then do some demo trading, do some live trading, keep your journals, keep journals, especially about the time of the day you took the trade, what pairs and what is the outcome, at what made you to do the trade. So journal helps you to identify your psychology, why you took the trade. Was it fight in the market, or uh, was it your setup, or were you trying some impulsive trading? That's really important for you. Save your money to trade another day, so don't lose money quickly. So always think about next 100 trades. So in order to trade the next 100 take next 100 trades, you should have your capital reserve. So have a very careful approach, conserve your capital, have a methodical approach, take time, be slow, and definitely anybody can become a consistent trader. Definitely, we all are the same. If you plan it properly, if you follow your path, you will one day definitely become a successful trader. And wish everyone good luck in trading, and be a happy trader at the end.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to hit the like button and leave your feedback in the comments below. For more success stories that can help you become a better trader, click here. If you're interested in our educational content, click here. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on any new videos, don't forget to subscribe here. See you in our next video.